Y'all, this is how the planner came packaged, okay? So this is the IQDoer, okay? Life with Impact. It came exactly like this, okay? It was obviously in a box, but just so you know, if you are looking to be able to have a ready-to-go gifted planner, this is how it comes. Let's go ahead and take a look at the inside. Okay, surprisingly successful. Has a thank you card, and then it's even wrapped in tissue paper with a sticker and even an inspiring quote inside. It says, transform your weeks into results that matter. I will probably actually put a command strip on the back of this and put it up on my desk behind me. So this is a weekly planner that is undated. All right, so because it's undated, it allows you to basically make a plan with whatever time of year that you start doing this. Okay, so I love how it has inspirational quotes throughout the planner. It does also have basically a table of contents here to let you know all of the different things that you can be doing within this planner. And then obviously right here, the other really cool thing that I like about this is how it has different bookmarks already attached to it. So all of these different ribbons, okay, can help you notice the different parts in the book that you are going to be working on. So you're going to be able to flip back and forth between your goals or your 30-day plans or your months and weeks, or of course your tracking as well. All right, so this planner was created by somebody who has experience in sales, marketing, business development, and also within entrepreneurship. Obviously, they travel all over the place and all over the world, 29 different countries, and basically they wanted to be able to help other people reinvent their lives if they wanted to, with the help of actually planning things out and accomplishing them. Okay, part one is all about figuring out basically you and what you want. What do you think that your perfect day would be? And then also, what would your perfect day be if it had to do with work or if it was just strictly leisure? And then you're able to kind of brainstorm on that page, and then right here, you're able to plan it out by the hour. Once you do that, on the next page, you are going to consider all of your different skills and talents that you currently have, and then the ones that you would like to have. And then after that, you're going to use this lovely chart here to kind of rank those skills from a 1 to 10 to give you a nice little visual. And then that will basically allow you to go into making your goals, which is part 2. And now within part 2, you are going to really take a look at your different goals, and you're going to want them to be SMART goals, meaning specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and then time bound. Okay. And once you do that, he's going to kind of have you practice and fill out a practice one over here. And then you can come on over here to do all of your different goals, goal 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now, the good thing about this is he also brings it over into milestones and actions. Whenever you do this, you're going to have your goal, the deadline, and then milestone 1, milestone 2, milestone 3. And each one of those milestones with the 3 steps underneath it are going to get you closer and closer to achieving that goal by the deadline. Here's a quick little kind of ladder illustration to show that. And then on each one of the monthly planning pages, there is a section to make sure that you can fill in your milestones and actions to kind of help you with that. And then part 3 is going to help you figure out what kind of results that you want and how you can get them through the GROW model. Now, I hadn't really heard about the GROW model before this, but basically what you're going to do is you're going to start with your goal or the problem that you have. What is the reality of getting towards that goal? What is the current situation and environment that is either helping or stopping you from getting to it? What are the different options that you have that will help you achieve that goal or solve the problem? And then what will you do to get you closer to that? And then you're basically just going to kind of circle it. Right? And what I like about the circle is you can either, once you go around, if you've accomplished that goal, you can move on to the next one, or you can kind of start over and then tweak that goal as your reality or life or wants and needs actually end up changing. Now, these GROW models are basically what's going to end up being used at the end of each one of your months. So you have your month worksheets, and the grow model is going to be at the end to kind of help you brainstorm how you're going to be able to plan out your next month and achieve those. The other thing I like about this is they give you different productivity hacks, time management strategies, and then also mindfulness tips to kind of help you as you go throughout this. Because of course, accomplishing goals and planning things can tend to have their setbacks or their struggles. So they go ahead and they give you tips to help you do that. Part 4 is 30 days to your goals. So essentially what's going to happen here is you are going to see your month or your 30-day layout if you start to lose your steam. Once you've done all of that, practiced and read, you're basically ready to start using the planner in the most effective way possible. So part 5 has the months and the weeks planner here. Now the clarity method is going to be used basically once a quarter. It is something that has a lot of, what's the word I want? Being able to reflect on how things have been going. All right, now you are into actually using the monthly and weekly undated portions. You are going to, of course, at the top, label your month, decide what stage are you on and what is your intention for that month. And then right here, you can plan out your weeks, just kind of like a high-level overview. And then you have the different weeks for that month in the following pages, okay? So as you can see, there's plenty of nice and open space for you to be able to plan out what you're wanting to do for that week. And then once you get to the end of the month, you are going to have your milestones and actions page. Now you can either use this to reflect on what you did or to, of course, help you plan the next month, which is the intention of it. So you're going to come in here, do your goal, your deadline, what are the milestones and actions that you're going to do to get there, and then put your thoughts and ideas down. Once you've then brainstormed all of that, you can then plan out your next month and basically just keep on continuing until you get to the end of that planner. At the end of each quarter, you have your quarterly clarity check-in that allows you to kind of go through and then, of course, use the method there to help you basically refine and plan other items. The last portion here is planning and tracking marketing, okay? This portion is extremely helpful if you're an entrepreneur or if you own your own kind of business. But basically what's going to happen is this is going to help you create a yearly marketing plan and then break that down into 3-month batches as you go throughout the rest of the planner. It allows you to break down your monthly marketing activities by month and then by week. What's the task, what's the platform, and what's the status on that, and then any kind of notes that you're going to be taking. If you're going to be running any different kinds of campaigns, he also has trackers for that. It allows you to have the campaign name and objective, budget, duration, and the different channels used. And then it also allows you to write down your performance tracking, so that way you can kind of see the campaign as an overview. If you post anything on social media, there's also this lovely social media tracker here. And then at the very end, you have your reflections and insights to be able to help you realize what did work or what didn't work. And then at the very end here, you have basically a contacts page to where you can put down any of your contacts, their addresses and phone numbers. And then, of course, a lovely QR code to book a free discovery call at the end.